Hey, this is Massex with a brand new Bleach Soul Reaper video, and I kind of been taking a little bit of a break over the summertime, traveling, doing some stuff. Last week I really wanted to do a video because of all the changes that occurred, but I decided to wait to see how the implementation goes, as well as where we're at a week later. So what better day to get into not only all the changes that have occurred, which for the most part appear to be very positive for both your free-to-play and your spenders, but also too, Zaz came out and holy hell, this character is good. So first, let's talk about this character. This is the first character I'm truly been excited about in a long time, probably since Amamari. But what does this character do? Well, they classify it as a targeted attack self-revive. Let's go ahead and take a look at these skills, okay? First one, poison attack. Deals 120% attack plus 1,000 damage. Remember, that's all scaling. To the enemy with the highest BP. Inflicts poison equal to 40% of attack. Stacking up to 4 times for 3 turns. Yeah. Further reduces Ryoku by 10 if the target is a Soul Reaper. That is absolutely one of the best basic attacks in the game, in my opinion at least. King Hollow Flash, the ultimate, deals 200% attack plus 1500 damage to the enemy with the highest BP and reduces the target's Ryoku by 20. Additionally, increases crit rate of the ally with the highest crit rate by 60%, and that lasts for 2 turns. Another absolutely sick ultimate. Why? Because it does 2 things. You are debuffing your opponent, taking away Ryoku by 20, okay? And you are giving crit rate to your character with the highest crit, which most likely is your main DPS. Absolutely great. I just think this is freaking killer. Now for the passive. When killed, absorbs 70% of the max HP of the enemy with the highest HP to revive. What more can I say if it even ended there? Can be triggered 2 times per battle, even better. If the target's HP is below 100, revives at 70% of the caster's HP. Again, really, absolutely a nice passive. Gives this character longevity for what it can do. Now, the 1 and 2s are just going to be lowering your Ryoku again when you awaken your Zanpakuto. Number 3, attacks against you, poison the attacker, which is nice. Not phenomenal, but hey, if you've already got 2 stacks or 3 stacks, why not? And then at number 4, King Hollow Flash, additional effect. Increase the attack of the ally with the highest crit rate by 30% for 2 turns and grants an extra turn. That is freaking sick. That is freaking sick. You can only imagine the characters you're thinking about. I mean, any main DPSs, oh my god. Kenpachi, Yamamoto doing double AoEs if possible. Eyes, I mean, just, oh my god, just very solid. Now again, needs gameplay and testing, but very cool. Now with the changes, let's talk about what they have done in the game. Starting with your limited banners, they have now finally included the Zanpakutos, which is phenomenal. Why? Because now you're going to be able to get Zanpakutos starting at $9.99 then $19.99, and it will just go up from there. You can get multiples based on which one, and there's even a 49, so it scales. So it makes it much more palatable for both players that want to spend and even your light spenders, knowing that they can get the Zanpakuto for sure is just a big plus. Hats off, kudos to them for doing it. Now, is it perfect? No, but they've done some things now to really assist free-to-play players, and let's talk about that. In reference to Zanpakutos, They have been now starting to include, and now are including everybody post-banner, usually within a week, basically all the characters. So when you get those shards from certain areas, now you will see added to it not just your basics, but Stark, Baragon, Hollybell, Ukiora, etc. Very good choice. And they did that with the shards too now, where at first they were just easing in characters. Now they're just coming in automatically. On top of that, in Advent now, you're going to be able to get weapon shards, and they are including the Arankars. Now for today, I didn't have any Arankars in here, but they are popping up, as well as you're seeing the SSR pluses come up more and more, and not your basic group that have been there for a while. In Ultimate Showdown now too, you are seeing the inclusion of more Zanpakutos, as well as character shards. Again, now making things available for free-to-play players, these characters. So if they aren't going to be able to pull, or they don't want to spend their gems on the limited banner, then there we go. You can grind this stuff out. Blood War now has the inclusion of Arankars in there. They did update the limited exchange areas, so now they're also including those characters, and they will change weekly. But as you can see now, this week, Nell's available to me, Stark is available to me, Natora is available to me. So yeah, I've got a choice of 3 different Arankars. Last week I had White Ichigo and a few Arankars. So yeah, again, another positive in the game. So what they're doing now, and have finally taken the leap, is they're going to try to allow you to be able to get limited character shards and Zanpakutos in easier ways and cheaper ways, which to me is brilliant and smart, because I don't know how many players would have spent for what was previously the way it was. And now you have the ability to really start to begin to build a character and switch up your team comps outside of those first initial characters that now you're getting tons of. So hats off. One of the other things they did change, which has nothing to do with characters and Zanpakutos, is they have gone ahead and done some adjustments in the dual fighting in the game. I know me previously, I was playing a lot of people all the time, same people, the same people for 20 times. It was ridiculous. And now I gotta say, I'm at least seeing it mixed up quite a bit. Is it perfect? No, okay? And I'm sure there's some people getting people that are way more overpowered than them. But it is an improvement. And if they can keep massaging it to get it where you are playing maybe in groups of the 20 within your ranking or 30 within your ranking, then yeah, they'll be on point and it'll be great. But it is an improvement, so I gotta say that's a great thing to see. But in the end, we've got a great release in Zaz. We've had some great improvements in the game. So I gotta say things are really looking up, and it's nice to see a developer that took that time to speak with the community, to go one-on-one with particular community members and actually implement the stuff that was talked about. So I gotta say, it's gonna keep me playing the game now because I like the direction they're going, and I hope it continues in the future in such a positive way. Are things perfect? No. What game is perfect? None. But the fact that they went ahead and implemented this stuff, and if it becomes a positive for them in the long run, then they will only then want to implement more. So if you enjoy what they've done, you really should support the game as best you can, either by time playing, or if you do spend a little, just to go ahead, because in the end, it always comes down to the bottom line. But with that, highly recommend Zaz, at least on paper. I know I always say this, I'm gonna test out a character. Things have been crazy the last few months. They're even crazier now, but I am going to build Zaz. I'm already started working on Zaz today. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get him built to where I feel comfortable testing. him for a couple days, but you can guarantee this. Once I do, I am going to test this character and I will record it and let you guys know. But again, take a look deeply in the game. You're going to find a lot of areas where you can get characters that you weren't expecting. So with that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot, and have a great week.